If you find yourself going in circles and things aren't falling into place, and you're starting to feel a bit down, well, hold on tight and take a leap with us. That's bound to get the joint jumping as we unfold life's funniest moments. We've got a young sleep eater and a racket game that peters. A cross-country splat. And a bike jump that goes flat. A dog and owner collide. And a driver gets some shut-eye. All on life's funniest moments. And now, the folks who keep the tater-tot people in business. It's kids. This little girl loves her spaghetti so much, she rolls up her sleeves and dives right in. The only question now is, where to hold the meatballs? And while she wants to eat a lot so she can grow up and get big and strong like her mom and older sister, we don't think this is what they mean by packing carbs. This boy really likes to follow instructions, 'cause he's doing our ring around the rosy. He's got a pocket full of posy, and in the other pocket, ashes, ashes, and sure enough, we all fall down. Some of these dance steps are tricky. Fortunately, little Sally is there to show Bobby what to do. And he's following it now. Round and round we go, in 3 circles and then a big fat kiss. Hey, wait a minute. That isn't part of the instructions. They say the camera loves some people, and some people love the camera. Little Danny loves it so much, he reaches for it and crashes. But they also say the show must go on. So Danny gets picked up and dusted off, only to wave at the camera again. Pencils down, it's playtime. These pups may look like they're just fooling around with a balloon, but when it's too hot to go outside and you hold the title for Dog Tetherball Team Champions, you have to find a way to practice every single day. Now the next question is, how to get the family cat to wear that little cheerleader outfit. Jewel loves to run around the yard, but she gets thirsty. So her thoughtful owner put in the sprinklers for her to drink from. And Jewel wants to be an appreciative doggie, so she drinks from every last one, which means a lot of running, which makes her thirsty, so her owner turns up the sprinklers, so Jewel wants to say thanks again by drinking from every one, which means a lot of running, which makes her thirsty. This could go on all day, folks. Look at this precious little lady on her brand new toy ATV. Boy, she's putting in the miles on that thing. And you know where she's driving to? Yep. Sleepy love. Sure, the town's budget was tight, and maybe they couldn't have the fullest Christmas tree, but by golly, they would have the tallest. If you're smiling, it's because something's funny. Or it tastes good. Now here's a finicky feline who won't eat dry cat food. Nope, not quite moist enough. A little longer. Perfect. I'm full. Ooh, what's for dessert? Now here's a summary sight. This owner really went to great lengths to prepare and feed his darling cat delicious buttery corn on the cob. To this, the cat's response is, "And your point is?"
Get back up on the hat.
Now here's a guy with a little problem. He wants to get a new job. But there's no flattering way to describe this skill on your resume. I love rice. Oh, rice. Oh, I love rice. Oh, what the hey? Coming up, a skier slips and takes a dip. And a snowmobiler stops to smell the roses. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. No one's more fun than your friends to laugh at. These little girls have been away on a long trip, and the younger one is so happy to be home, she wants to kiss the ground hello. But since she was in Europe, she's learned their tradition to give it 2 kisses. Wow, now that's something. This owner has done an amazing job training her dog to fetch her tissues. Which comes in very handy because she's allergic to dogs. And this clip is historic. One small step for babies. One giant crash for babykind. Look at these two grooving. They really seem to know their steps. We're guessing they were listening to that new rap star, Busta Rhymes. Look at this birdie pecking away at this girl's teeth. Getting every little crumb. I guess some kids will do anything to get out of brushing. Unbelievable, uncommon, and unplugged. Ah, there's nothing like a winter's day and a fast run on the slopes. And when you watch all these skiers coming down the hill, you start to realize that a lot of them have something in common. They didn't read the sign warning them about the big icy pond at the bottom. And we're not certain where all this water suddenly came from, but let's just say the guys who sell hot chocolate and dry towels at the lodge were down here with a hose. This woman just discovered a bird nesting under her ponytail. Girl, you need to run a brush through that hair. These fish must really love that food because they line up for it, even though when the bill comes, the duck really sticks it to them. Actually, the duck is glad to feed the fish. The job doesn't pay much, but it beats flying south for the winter. And besides, the bigger the fish get, the less people will be interested when duck season comes around. This is a tough wedding reception. First, this fellow with a beard flocks his friend. Then he gets kicked in the head himself. How'd they gonna toss the bouquet? With a slingshot? Happy was disappointed. After years of planning, he had the pool. He had the float. He had the sunglasses. He even had the cool visor. But somehow it didn't feel as exciting as it looked on Baywatch. Ronald wanted to get the most out of his vacation, but he's now realized it probably wasn't a good idea to squeeze in a spin class and an ice skating twirling lesson right before he went skiing. Watch as this thrill seeker nails this jump. The good news? He's A-OK, and he picked up a frequent flyer mile. What's more fun than a day at the beach playing fetch with your dog? Well, some guys throw sticks or balls. This guy throws cement blocks. Looks like the dog has no problem. That's one strong dog. Maybe next time this guy should use a heavier cement block. What else does he want him to fetch? Maybe he'll back the Humvee up into the sea and have his dog pull it out with his tail. Dale here and his brother Clumsy Ernie do everything together, including renting snowmobiles. But see if you can guess whether they rented them on Dale's credit card or Clumsy Ernie's. Here's a hint. Life is ironic. Coming up, a woman works out on the fetcher-size machine, and a couple really gets back to nature. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. All right now, 3 more sets of chuckles. It's athletes. Boy, you got to admire the discipline. No matter what the distractions, she's committed to working out and burning off her stress. Oh, not the woman, the dog. They say, keep your eye on the ball, but no one ever mentions your teeth. Though just as Rudy gets a good grip, a defensive penalty and he loses possession. Then it's back to the scrimmage line. Now, I'm no referee, but if I had to call it, fumble, 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 fumble. And here's the snap. It's a clean shot up the middle. 2 linemen down, he's open. Whoa, that's what you call defense. Watch Mikey try to figure out how to get that treat out of that bucket of water. First, he figures out he's got to get up there. Here's one attempt. No good. Now a second try. Oh, success! But it's fair to say it's a little less Jacques Cousteau and a little more Inspector Clouseau. After watching for a few minutes, one thing starts to become clear. That new stop sign wasn't helping on top of the mountain. Well, after 4 accidents, these guys may not be able to do any more sledding. But they can all sign each other's casts. Watch this dog go through this obstacle course. First, he goes up and down the ramp. Then he winds through the slalom. Then over the seesaw and through the tunnel. And it's a perfect performance. Oh, never mind. Look at how Caroline in the black is so happy now that she's met her man. Yep, when she fell in love, she fell hard. What makes Scrubbing Bubble smile? It's bathroom humor. Easy there, Rufus. Try to calm down, boy. All that barking is just going to make you thirstier. After all those years of watching the dog drink out of there, Mr. Mittens thought to himself, Maybe there is something special about this water. It's amazing what you can train your cat to do. Correction, it's amazing what this owner can train his cat to do. You need to go change the kitty litter. Coming up, the famous female athlete Martina never hit one over. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. This girl may look like she's playing badminton, but really she's out to prove some physics principles. Like, the shortest distance between 2 points isn't necessarily a straight line. And what goes up must come down. But at least she's using her head.